What's going on, yeah? What's going on? Hope everybody's feeling ultra sexy tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hope you're feeling sexy, girl. Hope you're feeling sexy. Hope you're feeling sexy, girl. Hope you're feeling sexy. Hope you're feeling sexy, girl. Oh, hope you're feeling sexy. Hope you're feeling sexy, girl. Hope you're feeling sexy. Yeah. Hope you're feeling sexy, girl. Yeah. I think I got COVID. God damn. I think I got COVID, but you sexy. I think I got COVID, but you sexy, girl. I think I got COVID. Yeah. Yo, I think I got COVID, yo. Yo, I think I got COVID up in the shit. I'm like, damn, goddamn, I think I got that shit. I was flying on a plane with a sick ass bitch. She was sitting next to me, just coughing and shit. And her mask was down past her fucking nose. And I was like, damn, do I tell this bitch to fucking put her mask up? I was like, no. I was too afraid of the confrontation. I was too afraid of the confrontation. I was too afraid of the confrontation. Damn. Go ahead and shake that ass, bitch. Go ahead and shake that ass, Simone. Go ahead and shake that ass, bitch. Yeah. Shake that ass down to the floor. Go ahead and shake that ass, bitch. Go ahead and shake that ass for sure. But there's something that you should know. Goddamn, bitch. I think I got COVID. That's right. I think I got COVID, yo. That's right. Everyone around me sick as fuck. I think I got COVID. Goddamn. I think I got COVID, bitch. We're gonna take a test on this episode. Yeah, come on. Shake that ass to the floor, bitch. Shake that ass to the floor, come on. Yeah, goddamn, yeah. Hey, yo, I couldn't really breathe while I was sleeping. I don't know if that's sleep apnea or something that has an underlying condition of being Puerto Rican. I don't really fucking know. I gotta shove this fucking thing so far up my nose. It's like, shake that ass to the floor, bitch. Yeah, my dogs are fighting. Shake that ass to the... Shake your motherfucking ass, bitch. Got COVID, yo. Shake that motherfucking ass, bitch. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the special edition episode of the LoPriore podcast. Hope everybody's having a fantastic evening. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff today. Boys, stop it. Unsinn. Unscheißen. Unscheißmen hima. Launchkin hima. No. Simon. Sorry. My dogs are fighting. My dogs are arguing at the moment. I don't know what about what, but they seem to make a lot of noise when I'm doing something that doesn't pertain, uh, taking care of them on their every waking need. Is it waking need? But yeah. How's everybody doing? So as you guys know, it's Michael's 35th birthday and he's sick and he was throwing up and stuff and he was going to the doctor and they told him that he needs to rest his voice. Uh like he's Beyonce or Jennifer Hudson. So he's resting right now. Um oh yeah, so let me address something too that everyone's just been bothering everybody else about. This is what everybody needs to know, then we'll get back into Michael. So when it comes to the thing of the t-shirts, um they're coming. Uh I know a lot of people are like very anxious to get them. I'm very anxious to get mine as well. As you know, I haven't even got mine yet. So this will be something that is going to get taken care of this week. Um my fiance's mother has been helping me with getting that stuff together. Um, so yeah, so they're gonna come. You know, this is another thing too. This is like why I hate merch because merch is a fucking nightmare. People will be like, "Hey, like, yo, um, can we get our merch?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, of course." And then it's like I put in all the stuff, and people like with the merch are like, "Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit because you have too many Pantones in this particular mock-up." One, I don't know what a fucking Pantone is. And then also a mock-up, I don't even know what a mock I know what a mock draft is. I guess that's the same thing, but that's it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so the shirts are coming. I've paid for them pretty much. Um, and you know, everyone's will hit me up and be like, "Hey man, where's my shirt? I need my shirt and my merch shirts." And it's almost to the point where it makes me like not want to do merch anymore sometimes because I understand as a consumer myself how annoying it is to like want something and then it's like not there. I get that. Um, but I'm just a little brown boy trying to run a business uh in the big city, you know. I don't have like, like these amazing like, I don't go to a factory every day and like sip coffee and like watch people like print. That would be a sweatshop. Yeah, so I'm happy I don't have one of those. Yeah, no, 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 no. No, I'm just messing around in terms of obviously we'll still continue to do merch. I think the thing that happened is that we made a shirt that was very complicated for our first da, 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 da. It has too many Pantones, which I think are colors. Uh so it was a very difficult shirt for like the people to make, which I'm like, okay, but like where they at? You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers is bothering me now. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers coming to my crib, being like, "Hey, motherfucker, where my shit?" Um, yeah, so that's the update on that. I will have an update for you guys hopefully this week. But yeah, so that's that on the merch. That's that on the LoPriore podcast and news, pretty much. The other thing too is Michael is 35 years old. And I wanted to tell a couple stories about Michael that you guys would tend to love that maybe he wouldn't have told on the show himself. Like they're not like bad ones, but like they're not like insanely bad, but like they're kind of weird. All right, so one time, I'm sitting in my room, and me and Michael had a shared room when we were in high school, and then like also like into like our 20s. Like we were like stepbrothers, but actual brothers. So we're sitting. I'm sleeping in the room. It's around 2 o'clock in the morning, and Michael comes in, and I think he thinks that the bedroom. He's like, "Yo," I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" He's like, "Nothing. I'm just chilling." And I was like, "Oh, all right, dope. Um, that's fire." And he was like, "Yo," and I was like, "Yo, what's up, man? You said this like 4 times." He's like, tonight's crazy, man." It's like, "Yeah, tonight was fucking crazy." So I'm just like, "All right, like, what's your story?" And like, so he's telling me his story, and the entire time, I think he thinks he's in a public bathroom with me somewhere because while he's talking to me, he just unveils his penis. His penis is unveiled, um, and it's dark in the room. He didn't turn the light on, but I there's enough like light that gets into that bedroom from the street that I could see his penis. His penis was out, and he just starts peeing in the corner of the room. And while he's peeing, I'm like, yo, yo, what's up? Yo, you're fucking peeing, bro."
And he's just like, yeah, no, yeah, tonight was crazy. And I was just like, yo, dude, what are you doing? You're fucking peeing all over this goddamn thing. Stop. So he peed all over. We used to put our clothes like in the corner in a little like laundry bag. And he decided that he was gonna take his penis and pee all over it. And in the morning, I had to tell him, and then when I told him, he tried to convince me that he didn't do it. He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yo, Michael, like, yo, just so you know, like, it's all good, but like, you peed last night in the corner of the room." And he was just like, "Nah." He's like, "Nah, nah, never that." I was just like, "Yo, for sure, it was you because I was home and you woke me up, told me how crazy your night was. Okay, you told me how crazy your evening was, and then and then you're gonna proceed to lie to me the next day." He was like, "Yo," he's like, "Yeah, uh, I did not do that, dog." And I was like, "Yo, come over here and feel this clothes." He was like, "Nah, bro." He's like, "Why would I do that?" Because I was like, "Yo, because you were fucking wasted, dude." This kid came in there like the dude from Goonies with the fucked up face. He's like, "Yeah, then they," and I was like, "Yo, what's up, drunk guy?" That was a great Mike story too. So I have another story about Michael. I'm gonna tell a couple of stories about Michael. So when Michael on the last episode, he was telling a story um about his Tourette's, and a lot of people, it was obviously a very positive response. And we talk a lot about a lot of stuff on this show, and some of it's real, and some of it's like, by real I mean like, deep, like cutting edge type shit. Uh and that's cool. And I love those parts because I think that's what sets us apart from other podcasts is that we could do all the comedy like, oh, like pop culture type shit. And then it's like we could talk about some like some real. Hey guys, can you guys stop having sex for 3 seconds? Thank you. Um, so all right. I wanted to tell a story that was leading up to like Michael like being sent away um to that place where he met the kid that he made him cry on the podcast before that. So Michael one time when he was drunk as well in the same room um was very drunk with a friend of his as I came home, and he proceeded to like tell me that I drank this last beer, but it was physically impossible because I was nowhere in the vicinity. um I just came home and I just got there, s- and I was maybe there for 10 seconds, and then yeah, so like I was just in the room for 10 seconds, literally said what up, and then it felt like I was in prison. It felt like it was my first day in prison because Michael immediately became this ferocious monster of a man. So he was like, "Yeah, did you drink that last beer, bro?" And I was like, "Nah, dude, I just got here. I just got to prison, sir." And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Lock the door." And I was like, "Oh, all right." Like maybe like he like just doesn't like want my dad to come in or something. So I proceed to lock the door very fucking dumbly. I locked the door. Um so this story still like blows my mind to this day that this even happened. I don't know what the fuck was going on with him, but this is where Michael's brain state was. So he accuses me of stealing this beer, and then he asked me to politely lock the door. So when I locked the door, he was like, "Yo, I want to fight you." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yo, I want to." He's like, "Yo, I want to fight you." And I was like, "Oh fuck, is this real? Like, is this really happening?" Like this kid, I just got home from just enjoying my night out. Literally said hello to you guys. It was him and another friend of his. Hey, sorry about my dog. And he's like, "Yo, I want to fight you." So I'm like, "This can't be fucking real. Is this really happening?" So he made me lock the door. Told me I stole a beer that I didn't. I don't know why he was looking for an excuse to do this. And he proceeded to try and fight me. Um, we were fighting for a good amount of time. I really caught him with a clean one. He took the first shot though at me. He came after me. I landed a really, really clean one, and then he kind of just swarmed me in his drunk anger. And he was really like landing some good shots on me. So I was just trying to like cover up and just like like maybe the ref will come in and stop this TKO. And it does turn out that the ref came in, and the ref was my dad. My dad broke in through the door, took Michael and threw him across the room like a fucking discus. And Michael landed inside of our closet. It was like a movie where like Jean-Claude Van Damme or Jackie Chan would beat the shit out of someone, and like they would land in a closet and the door would close, or like clothes would fall on them, and it would look like they were wearing like a woman's dress. That's what it looked like. Um, so yeah, Michael fucking assaulted me once. That was a good one in his 35 years. Um, I have another one with Michael that I will tell you right now. So, if anyone's that's just joining, it was Michael's 35th birthday today, which to me, dude, I saw 35 and I was like, God damn, that's old as fuck. But like, it's not old for the earth, but like to know that my brother's 35 years old and I'm 33. Is that old? I feel like once you see that five, it's a wrap. Like, my brother's probably going to turn 40 on this show. Like, we're going to have Michael's 40th birthday on this show. That is so fucking weird, dude. Um, but yeah, man, I'm just like super proud of like where he's come from and like how far he's come. He's came. He's come. Come or he's came. I mean, I love when my brother comes. You know, who doesn't love when their brother comes? Um, but he's just come really far. Um, really, really, really hard, and I'm proud of him. You know, I'm really, really proud of my brother. Um, in terms of what he's been able to do, and now, I think it's time for him to just like, let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it going. Oh yeah, this is Tony, guys. This is my dog Tony. This is Silvio's brother Tony. Say hi, Tony. Say hi, Tony. Do some puppy ASMR. Do it. Yeah, yeah, do it. Yeah, lick that thing. Lick that microphone. Oh, oh yeah, puppy ASMR. Do it. Do it. All right, go play with your brother. Oh, hey, yo, get some gabagoo. This guy always wants fucking gabagoo. This goddamn dog. Um, yeah, man. But Michael's come a long way in his 35 years. I do have another Michael story. So one time, Michael was driving our car, and for some reason, my dad like didn't get the registration fixed. Um, and they arrested Michael. The cops arrested Michael because my dad didn't like have a registration, and he was the one driving the car. How can how can that be possible? Hey, hey, oh, people pay for this. Fucking Mama Luke's over here. Um. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get into my weekend stuff. Damn, it's been 20 minutes. Yeah. So Michael was doing Michael has horrible luck with cars. Like he'll crash them, he'll get tickets, he'll get arrested because my dad didn't pay registration, like to get the car registered. Is registered a word? Registered sex offender. That's what registered. He did not have the car registered, and they arrested my brother Michael. And then when Michael came home, he asked my dad. My dad told him why that it didn't have a registration. My brother was like, "Well, that's kind of dumb." And there's one thing that you don't do to my dad is you don't tell him he's dumb, because my father is very strange when it comes to like being emasculated. So if you emasculate my father, he's gonna want to kill you, because I think his father would like try to emasculate him all the time, and he just fucking hated it. So anytime yeah, I don't know why they arrested Michael, but I remember outside, Michael was in the back of the car, and my mom was like, "Oh my god, my baby!" She's like, "My Michael." I was just like, "Yo, mom, shut the front door, dude." All right, they didn't catch him like selling crack. It's your irresponsible husband that did this. Sorry, dad. Sorry, dad. Irresponsible dad. Yeah, so it's very irresponsible dad. That got that messed up. And then when my dad does stuff that's like irresponsible and like stuff he knows he should have done, I think he feels very embarrassed by it. Just like all of us. You know what I mean? I think like all of us, we feel embarrassed when like things that are easy that we should have done we don't do, because a lot of people will start to question our intelligence. But I remember when Michael came home, he was like pretending like he was in jail for 25 years. Uh so he was like basically pretending like, like it was almost like he could like convert it to Islam in there, and like he was like more buff. Like you know what I mean? Like he's like, "Nah, brother. That's not the way, brother." Like he was trying to like guide me into the lights of like of Islam. Uh but yeah, so Michael did a little jail time, a little jailbird time. And then he came home and told my dad that it wasn't that smart. And my dad chased Michael around like that fucking Benny Hill shit, like like Michael was like hiding with a lampshade on his head, and my dad like ran by him in like fast speed. Um, but yeah, man, Mike's lived a wild life, a wild 35 years. Uh, so a couple things to get into. I'm gonna take this COVID test on here. Um, I think it would be cool if I did it live, because everyone around me has been sick. And this will get into the airport story. I actually have two airport stories. So my fiance is like deathly sick. Um, and before you guys think that like deathly sick means like for real, like death, and then you guys are gonna start writing like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," like R.I.P. She's perfectly fine. But she had a fever of 103 last night. She stayed in Florida. That's how bad it was. I came back from Florida because we went to her sister's wedding. Guys, stop. We went to her sister Talia's wedding. Congratulations to Talia and Frankie on your wedding. You guys got so married. So yes, my future sister-in-law and brother-in-law got married, and it was a really nice reception. I had a hard time though at these things. I always have a really hard time at weddings because it's very hard for me to remember people's names like that often. So I got introduced to like a bunch of people, and I'm not really sure what their names are. So like the next time I meet them, I'm not going to know their names. So I put this game in place that Selena has to do for me when we meet people again. That she says, "Oh, I don't know if you've met him yet or not, but this is my fiance Danny. Uh, this is my fiance Danny." And now they have to say their name. She'll say their name again, and then they'll be like, "Oh no, we've met before." They're like, "Oh, we've met," but I'm like, "I don't remember your name." So I make my fiance tell me your name again while she's introducing me, saying that she doesn't think we've met before, knowing that we've met already before, probably on multiple occasions. I don't know what it is. I have a very hard time remembering names, faces. If I see your face, I know I've seen you. I know I've seen your face before, but I just don't have the retention to remember names all that well or all too well. All that well or all too well. Yeah, so I do that. The other thing too is my fiance's mom, my future mother-in-law, does this thing where she corrects my grammar like in front of people. Um, it's like not my favorite thing in the world because she's doing it because she wants me to speak more smarter and better. But guys, stop, 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 stop. Please, please stop. Please. But yeah, so my mother-in-law pretty much has to do this thing where she corrects me on my grammar in front of like 10 people. And it makes me feel more dumber than I've ever been dumbed. And it makes me feel like I wish he wouldn't do it. So she's gonna watch the show. Um so like I'll say something uh like me, I'll say me and my brother, and she'll say like my brother and I. And like I'll look around the room and then I'll see like everyone's face. And then I'm like, oh, these people think I'm an idiot. You know? And I know she's doing it. Okay. You come here. You guys are ruining my story. You're ruining my story. Okay. Um so like in those situations, I'm like, hey, listen, I'm all down for like a grammar session. Like grammar is cool. Like I believe that grammar is essential, you know? But when it's like done in like in front of like 10 people, I get that feeling that my dad gets when you challenge him on something that he did uh that wasn't smarter. And he made a bad decision. Um so I've always had this complex like when I was a kid that I was afraid to fail in school because I used to think that people would think I was dumb if I like didn't get a question right, and apparently, I just relive that every time my fiance's mom is like, uh, I'm like, oh yeah, like he did pretty good, and she'll be like, pretty well, and I'm like, we're still doing this, okay. So I get that from my dad too, where I feel personally like ostracized. Is it ostracized? And does ostracize have anything to do with uh like an ostrich? Like, hear me out. It's like, why are you trying to ostracize me? Because like an ostrich is like a really weird looking thing. So like you're making me out to be like an ostrich. Why are you trying to ostracize me? You know, like why are you trying to make me bigger than the whole room and shit? Why are you trying to make me a big ass bird? You know? Don't be coming at your boy calling me a big ass bird. The fuck does ostracize mean? They're like, hey, what's up? I'm not trying to ostracize you. I'm like, I would love to be the size of an ostrich. That would be fucking dope. But don't make me out to be this ugly ass bird. Are ostriches the birds that people like sit on and ride? That would be kind of dope, but I know like the entire world now would just be like, yo, like not cool, dog. I love PC dudes because like they still want to be your friend on the internet, but they'll just write something and be like, damn, this ain't it, dog. I'm like, bro, I'm riding a fucking ostrich. It is it. It is it. This is it. You know? Like if I'm riding an elephant, I know like you're not supposed to ride an elephant, but dog, that elephant weighs 4 tons. You think that elephant can feel me on it, dog? Fuck no. That thing could suck my like my intestines through my anus with its nose, with its trunk. And if you ride an elephant and you have a picture on an elephant, that's kind of dope. And that's my favorite animal. Who wouldn't want to ride their favorite animal, dog? You know? Who wouldn't want to ride an elephant? Like, I gotta feel bad one day if I go to some like weird ass country and they're like, "Yo, dog, you want to ride this elephant?" I gotta be like, "Nah," because PC bros are gonna be like, "This ain't it, fam." I'm gonna ride that elephant. You know what I mean? Like I've met a tiger before, and like I know that's like superbly frowned upon. But I met a baby tiger, and it was a white tiger. That shit kinda got me fucking gassed up, dog. I got very gassed up. Come here, come here. Alright, get outta here. Get outta here. Go talk to your mother. Oh, oh! Yeah, you gotta ride the fan. Telling you right now, dude. You telling me, a grown ass man, that I can't ride the Fant? You got another thing coming, my friend. All right. So, um, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna tell you the airport stories. I'll tell you the airport stories. Uh, so also, guys, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for that mother-in-law story, but just so I know, it's for the sake of entertainment. Um, I hope she doesn't get mad at me, but she makes me feel stupid, dumb, stupider, and that's just that. Um, so let's get into the airport story. So when it comes to airports, one, I hate being early to a flight. It might be my least favorite thing that about my fiance is that she likes to be early to airports. I fucking hate that shit. Um, I hate getting through security and then just like sitting and waiting an hour for a plane. I hate it. I hate it so much. Um, so we had a flight from New York to Florida on Thursday night at 9 o'clock to get us to Florida around 12 a.m. Uh, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I like leaving at night, be less people at the airport, blase, blase, yada, yada, yada. Hence Seinfeld reference. Um, so when I'm doing all the research, I'm like, if we leave at this time, and this was the one time that I was down to leave a little bit early because I was hungry. Um, so I said, "All right, you know what? Let's pack up the things." My parents came to watch the dogs. They did a great job. Shout out to my parents. Thank you, mom. Thank you, dad. So we go to the airport. Um, we get through security, and first thing I have to do, I'm like, "Yo, I have to eat." but we were like, let's check the flight. Let's make sure. Let's see what's going on. Turns out that the flight is delayed 3 hours. So if you're doing the math for a 9 a.m. flight, we were there around 7:30. Okay. Now our flight does not leave till 12 o'clock. Putrid fucking feeling starts running through my veins from the top of my head straight to the tip of my asshole. I feel so angry at this time. I am furious at what is taking place right now in my life. Okay? So I'm like, this is fucking trash. I'm looking around the airport and I'm trying to find the first person that I could say this is fucking trash to. Okay? So while we find this out like while we're going through security and shit, right? So we're going through security. We find out this fucking flight is delayed 3 hours. I'm ready to fucking lose it. But then I gotta remember, Danny, you're in an airport. If you lose it here, you know, you'll never be able to fly again. So hold it together. So we're going through security, and there's like 7 people there, dogs. 7. 7 people. And there's this guy at LaGuardia, and he's going, get your IDs out. Everybody's ID needs to be out. And Selena's in front of me. Selena's my fiance, for those that don't know. Selena is in front of me. He's like, I need your ID. Immediately, I start to get upset. You're yelling at my muse. Uncut Gems. You're yelling at my muse. Uncut Gems. You're yelling at my muse. So, I didn't like that. He was a fucking douche. And I was very upset with this douche. So, I'm next. And you guys know me, I'm petty as fuck. So he was like, ID. And my ID was already out. And I just fucking slammed it on the fucking desk. Like dominoes. Like I had domino. I just fucking. I was like, guys, a motherfucker. I slammed that shit mad hard. Domino, son. You ID bitch. This guy's a fucking ID out of the wallet knots. So I'm just like, yo, bitch. Here's my ID. So I slam my fucking ID down, right? Like a real thug. Because I'm mad that he yelled at my myaz. So I slam it like a thug. He picks it up and goes, take your mask off. So now I'm like, damn. He kind of sunned me. So I'm just like, all right, I take my mask off, and he goes, making all kinds of these weird fucking faces, looking at me and looking at my ID and shit. He's like, fucking putting the ID all close to my face and shit. So I'm like, kind of like, yo, like, what the fuck are you, like, what are you doing? So I'm like, yo, chill, fam. I'm like, yo, ew. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, ew, what are you doing? He goes, what's your birthday? Like I was some fucking 16-year-old white girl at Auburn homecoming trying to get into a bar. What's your birthday? So I tell him my birthday. And then he goes, what's your address? First of all, if I was going to be any kind of fucking threat or whatever, don't you think I would have those things recognized? Like, ask me, like, you know, what my fucking blood type is or some shit. You know, ask me if I'm an organ donor. Like get a little deeper. You know what I mean? Like, what's your license number? You know, like get a little deeper. Like, I think a terrorist could recognize, like, you know, learn a birthday and a fucking and a home address. Idiot, stupid idiot. So he's doing that. He's fucking looking at me. He goes, "What's your birthday?" And he's looking at me like this the entire time. He's looking at me like this. "What's your birthday?" So I tell him my birthday. And then he goes, what's your address?" So I tell him my address. And then while I'm doing that, I'm just taking credit cards out, my social security, my passport. I'm taking all this shit out. I go, "You need ID?" Throwing this down, credit card down, other debit card down, threw my passport down, threw my social security down, threw another thing down. So I was like, "Yo, bro, can I get on the goddamn flight now?" And then he was just like, "No, you're good. You're good." And I was like, it's unreal. I hit him with the biggest Ed Bassmaster of all time. Just go, unreal. About time. So tired of his shit. I hate TSA, dog. I really hate it. And I really hope they hear this and then they put me on some fucking stupid list where they got to finger my butthole. Because the joke's on them. I'll enjoy that. Idiots. So that was flying there. And then the flight there was actually very nice. That was fine. So my thing is, did he do it because like I kind of have like a very miscellaneous race face? Like people don't know what they're looking at here. You know what I mean? Like I could pass for Middle Eastern. I could pass for white. I could pass for Hispania. Boys, Unsen, boys. Excuse me, boys. Uncut gems. Hey, uncut gems. Each other's muse. I'm sorry. I had to break up that fight. One of you's gonna get hurt. I'm telling you. One of these dogs are gonna get severely injured. Told you. All right, fight to the death. Yeah, I don't know if it was like a power thing and they just like had to break me down, make me feel like a slut, but like this guy broke me down and made me feel like a slut. And I was like, dude, I just hope you know that like what you did today won't break me. What you have done to me today will not break me, sir, and I promise you that I will fight for this. Silvio, Unsen, Scheisen Pumbin. Come in. Oh, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy over there. So yeah, so that was like my first one. I get through there. Wedding was great. Had a great time at the wedding. I always have a great time when I'm in Florida. Get to see the family. It's great. Coming back though was a fucking disaster. So I get there again. I'm checking in. The guys, there's some substance on my sweatshirt that he has to like rub with this weird fucking stick. And I was just like, hey, listen, guys, I don't have anything on here. It's deodorant. Please don't do this to me. And the guy thought I was serious, but I was just kidding. But then I was like, no, I'm kidding. And he didn't find it funny at all. Airport humor is like, it's hard to get airport people to pop. You know, it's hard to get them to be a part of the joke and enjoy it. They're so fucking serious. And I get it, but it's like, come on, you fuckhead. You know? This guy's over here rubbing my fucking armpits with a fucking piece of paper. Like, what is that? What is that little piece of paper that they rub on you? And I'm like, we're using this. There's no like fucking cool light you can bring out. Show you how much I like jerked off the night before too. While you're at it, fucking just emasculate me, embarrass me. But yeah. Oh, another thing too, he has a hernia, so he has a fat ass nutsack. When we got him, he had a hernia. But I said I'll take care of him and I'll fix your ball sack. So he has to have surgery on his balls. He's a little hernia pooch, but he's very cute. He's a good boy, and he fights his brother too much. Oh, hi, Shelby. Hi, Shelby. Are you okay? Are you mad that Tony's getting attention? Yeah. So I guess this guy thought that I was smuggling cocaine through the pores of my armpits. Like, what the fuck you doing, idiot? So that was that. I get through that. The guy fucking wafts me with a wand. I hate it. Can't stand it. I'm very upset by it. Um, and then it turns out that my flight is delayed 2 hours. So I've done 5 hours of flight delays. Um, and that makes me upset. I don't like that. That's not my meows. That's not my meows. Not at all. So I'm really upset that this is just not my meows. Yeah. Um, 2 hours. And Fort Lauderdale Airport, horrible fucking food choices. Fucking terrible. All right? Like real bad. Like when I was coming from New York to Florida, we tried to get Wendy's, but it was closed. And I was like, okay, let's get those Toros, which is like more of like an upscale Chipotle. Horrible idea, by the way. Pretty much shit my pants the entire time. Thank God we were delayed, actually, because I had to take mega shits. Mega shits. And I always use the handicap bathroom in an airport. I never go to like the regular one. Is that bad? Is that bad etiquette? But I need to feel alone when I poop because I won't finish. I won't finish. I won't finish my Uncle Jams. But I need to be able to have diarrhea dumps in peace because I don't want people judging me about my dookie. Like when I was at the wedding, I pooped and the father of the groom came in and I just met him and we had a great rapport and I didn't want him to know that I was just off there just shaking the block, at his son's wedding. I couldn't do that, you know? If he hears it now, he might. But, got him. It's one of those situations where public poop does not pop for me. It's not lit. That shit does not go all the way up. And it's kind of something that I long for that maybe one day I can get over and start shaking the block in public. But right now I just really can't. I can't muster myself to shake that block. At some point I will shake the block in public. I have shaken a public block, but it just gets really hard for me to really think about the poop. I can't focus on the poop. I can only focus on the peeps. You know? I think it's a real phobia of mine. Like it's not something that I'm messing around with now. Like it's for real. It's something that's really real. And sad to say, um, you know, do I wish that my butthole could work properly amongst other people? Of course I do, dude. Of course I wish my anus worked like that. But it's just I just don't have one of those anuses, and that's something that I have to come to understand, and I have to come to accept. Um, and that's part of life. But can I imagine being a woman in that situation? It's probably worse. But I think girls are more accepting of each other shitting. It's not as funny. Uncut Gems. I think it's funny. Men find it very funny, but I don't want someone to laugh at me duking that I don't know. Because I've had moments where I've been like, "Brr," like in a bathroom, and people are like, "Pfft," I'm just like, yeah, dude, sorry, I just fucking farted. You know, I have some public restrooms are fucking and they're disgusting. You know what I mean? I don't even want to be shitting there in the first place, Daddy. I don't even want to be doing that. Um, Silvio, stop, 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 stop. Guys, I apologize. It's just I don't want them growling throughout the entire episode, which they pretty much are. So another thing too. So I get on the flight, and while I'm waiting on the flight, while I'm waiting for the flight, there's this one girl who's just fucking sneezing, coughing, everything. Just fucking, I could tell they're sick. They're fucking sniffling and shit. So I'm like, all right, I didn't have a seat assignment, so I had to go up and get a seat. And for some reason, I said, watch this person be right fucking next to me on a goddamn flight. And shit you not, she sat next to me the entire fucking flight. The entire flight, fucking blowing her nose, sneezing, coughing. I wanted to throw this woman on the fucking tarmac. It was fucking unfucking relenting how annoying it was. They shouldn't even have let her on the plane. See, my fiance's mom has me thinking about my fucking grammar now. Should have been thrown on the fucking tarmac. Is that right? I think so. It might be right. She'll correct me. They shouldn't have. Okay. They shouldn't have, or they should not have. I don't know. That's why I need a producer. Should have been thrown on tarmac. Shouldn't have let her on the plane. They should have thrown her on the fucking tarmac. That's for sure. Let's see. Adriana will review that one. So, for me, I'm like, this is not what I signed up for just a fucking sneezy coffee, fucking yawny, no mask, past the nosy, fucking little germ bitch next to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want this. Get this off of me. I want this off. Get out of here, ma'am. So 3.5 hours pretty much later, I'm getting fucking sneezed and coughed and fucking and all this other shit, and it's really bothering me. And at some point I got up and I said, yo, listen, the girl next to me is extremely sick and her mask isn't on. Can you please go ask her to be a mask? Does that make me Karen? Did I have a final Karen moment? Does that make me a Karen? I don't know if that does. It might. It might. Or is she the Karen? Like, is that Careception? Is that Careception? Because I think she's the Karen. I don't think I'm the Karen. I'm not a Darren. I think she tried to fucking Karen gaslight me. I just don't want to get sick, dog. I hate being sick. It pisses me off. That's Carception, dog. That's Careception. She should definitely have her goddamn mask on. And so I'm coming home, plane lands, fucking sick bitch gets off the flight. I'm like, great. Like, I immediately run to like hand sanitizer and just fucking douse myself. Like fucking Tim Robbins, Shawshank Redemption. Just like fucking trying to get so clean. So I do that, come out of that bitch. Yeah, her mask was like right here and shit, fucking snoring because she was all sniffly and shit. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker, dude. I knew it. I knew your fucking sick ass was gonna be next to me on this goddamn fucking plane. God, I fucking hate you. I just kept saying it in my head. I just wanted to fucking bash this fucking woman's nose in. Stop it. Oh, I gotta grab one. I gotta grab one, mate. Yes. Fucking this goddamn Skifu's fucking Spookyok over there just fucking sneezing and fucking coughing all over the place. Couldn't stand it. Hated it. So we land, fucking Jeremy Epstein's just fucking walking through the goddamn fucking airport now. I'm staying away from her, getting all clean. So I go outside and I didn't land till like midnight again. The night before that I landed at like 3:30 a.m. and then I landed at like 12:30 a.m. So I'm fucking pissed off already. I want to go home. I want to see my dogs. I get in a cab. And the guy is like, "Hey, where are you going?" I was like, "I'm going to Manhattan." He's like, "All right, $65 cash." And it was a yellow cab. And I was like, "I'll give you $50 cash, my friend." And he goes, "All right, cool. That's fine." So we're driving. It's about, I would say, like a 35-minute drive or whatever from JFK back to the city, depending on where you live. So we're driving, we're enjoying ourselves. This fucking guy gets pulled over, dude. This guy gets pulled over for speeding. He was going 59 and a 25. 59 and a 25. This guy. Bro. Let me see if I have the video. This is just me pissed off in the cab. This guy's just getting pulled over, asking for registrations. So, pulled over. And the cop says to me, she goes, "Do you want to get out, sweetie?" So I'm like, "Yeah, I want to get out like for a second." Now, here's the thing. If a taxi driver gets pulled over, do I still have to pay the tab? Like, do I still have to pay the fare? Like, do I still have to like, if yeah, guys, I labeled this episode wrong. It'll be changed to episode 59. Don't get upset. If a guy gets pulled over, right? Do I have to pay this fare? You got pulled over, sir. I don't think I should have to. But I think legally I have to. Legally, I have to pay this man currency for driving me somewhat home. So the other thing is, this is what you guys need to know is so the cop is like, "Hey, honey, do you want to get out?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me just get out for a second." I get out and the taxi driver gets out and starts fucking following me around the entire fucking car. Like, my friend, I just drove from JFK. Like, you can't do this to me. And I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm just getting out to get some fresh air. I don't want to be trapped in the back of your car while this entire thing is going on." He's like, "No, my friend." Like, I was like, "Yo, bro, stop fucking following me. Stop it." I said, "Dude, back off, fuck away from me." And then the other cops that were there, like, got in the middle. They were like, "Yo, dude, like, you need to get back in your car." And then like they put him back in the car. I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm not going anywhere. I'm actually sitting here waiting for you to get a ticket so you could take me home and I can give you your money because I feel bad that you got pulled over." The guy was like chasing me around. I'm like, yo, you guys are just gonna let this fucking guy chase me around? Fucking tase this motherfucker or something. Fucking chasing me around. As soon as I turned around, I was like, yo, bro, stop fucking following me, dude. You're making me mad fucking nervous. Before I show you my uncut gems. So that happens. I get here later than I should. Um, but yeah, so this was the story you guys were waiting for. The fight on the plane. All right, so we it took an hour to get there. Uh, and I'm going to get into that story right after we talk about our friends over at ExpressVPN. All right, listen. Every time you connect to an unencrypted network, cafes, hotels, airports, any hacker on that same network can gain access to your personal data. That means passwords, financial details, etc. It doesn't take much tech knowledge to hack someone. Just some cheap hardware is needed. A smart 12-year-old could do it. I don't know what that's like because I've never been a smart 12-year-old, but I'm sure there's some smart 12-year-olds out there. And also, your data is extremely valuable. Hackers can make up to $1,000 per person selling personal info on the dark web. That scares the goddamn shard out of me. Listen, why use ExpressVPN? It's got an encrypted tunnel, creates a secure encrypted tunnel between you and your device and the internet. Hackers can't steal your sensitive data. It's super secure. It takes a hacker with a supercomputer over 1 billion years to get past ExpressVPN's encryption. Love that. Easy to use. Fire up the app, click one button to get protected. Works on all devices, phones, laptops, tablets, and more, so you could stay secure on the go. The reason I love ExpressVPN too is, listen, in England, they have The Office on Netflix. So I could change my IP address and I can get Netflix in England. So I don't have to pay another thing to watch another show, to do this and to do that. I can just go straight to the source with ExpressVPN. That's why I use ExpressVPN. And listen, I'm all over the internet. I don't want my data being leaked. So that's why I mess with ExpressVPN. And you should as well. And you can secure your online data today by visiting expressvpn.com/lops. That's expressvpn.com/lops. And you can get an extra 3 months free. That's a big, big deal. expressvpn.com/lops. Make sure to go ahead. Don't be afraid to protect yourself. All right. Be a friend. Get ExpressVPN. Trying to do Michael's job a little bit here. And then also our friends over at BetterHelp. Love our friends at BetterHelp. Everybody knows I'm a big ad via the BetterHelp gang. And here's why. Here's another one. Listen, relationships take work. A lot of us will drop anything to go help someone we care about. We'll go out of our way to treat other people well, but how often do we give ourselves the same treatment? Think about that. That's something I struggle with all the time. I always invest my time into other people instead of when I should be investing it in myself. Um, this month, BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to take care of yourself, and most importantly, your relationships as well. The one you have with yourself, whether it's hitting the gym, making time for your haircut, or even trying therapy, you are your greatest asset at all times. I'm a firm believer. So invest the time and effort into yourself like you do for other people. You know, instead of like, I'm always trying to to motivate somebody else. I should use some of the energy to motivate myself. Get in the gym, get sexy, get ripped. you know? And BetterHelp is amazing, and this is why I love BetterHelp. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Give it a try and see why over count it, 2 million people have used BetterHelp online therapy. The podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and the LoPriore podcast listeners can get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/lops. That's BETTERHELP.com/lops. BETTERHELP.com/lops. I use BetterHelp every week. I mean, I can't, uh, you know, pump it enough. Uh, but yeah, for sure, go check out ExpressVPN and go check out BetterHelp promo code LOPS for both of those things. Airport fight story. Here we go. All right. So there was this like little place where you could buy pizzas to get on the fucking plane, right? Um, and I had one. I got the pizza. I ate the pizza, and the entire time I'm eating the pizza, this woman, this like hippie woman, is standing across from me. And I'm like, okay, like, why is she like watching me eat this pizza? This is kind of strange, but I'm gonna keep eating it. So now I'm making like kind of like I'm kind of making eye contact, like while I'm biting the pizza. I'm like, now like we're looking at each other the entire time I'm eating. And while I'm taking like a bite of it, she made like a disgusted face, like, and walked off. Walked off. So now I'm like, what the fuck was that about? Like, did she think I was like coming on her because I was eating that pizza mad hard? No. Um, I think it turns out that she was like a vegan and she could like smell the cheese. And you know how fucking vegans are like, oh, get your cheese out of here. Your fucking cheese. So I'm eating it. And I think she was just like disgusted that she could kind of smell the cheese from the pizza. Right. So she like disgustingly like walks off. But in my mind, I said, I'm gonna give her a pass. So she came back around and goes, "Do you mind if you could like eat that like else like a little further away from me?" I looked up and I said, "What?" She goes, "You think you could like eat that like away from me?" And I was like, "Why?" And turns out she was vegan. And she said the smell of the cheese was making her sick. Bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you. So in my mind, immediately, I'm just like, I'm talking to myself, and I'm literally like, this bitch can't be serious. This fucking vegan fuck is asking me to move, and this is all like mid chew. I'm just like, what the fuck? So I'm like, yo, I said no. I said I'm eating. You just left and came back to say that. And she was like, she's like, I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I said, you're making a big deal out of this now. And I just see some other dude just like, like guys that like don't want to get involved, but like they need to like put their stamp of support on it. So the guy's looking at me, he's just like, I'm like, dude, are you gonna like fucking, you know? I was like, can you back me up? I was like, anybody else seeing this? And the one guy was like, she was like, can you? I was like, no, I'm not gonna eat that. She was like, you're really not gonna move? I hate when people say like you're really not gonna move. No, bitch, I'm not fucking moving. I'm sitting here eating my goddamn $16 pizza. You fucking nerd. Stop it. Get some help. I'm eating my pizza while I wait for my delayed flight in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Stop it. Leave me alone. So this is fucked up. This is fucked up what I did. So In all of her like vegan uproar, she was like, "Oh, like unbelievable," and like walked away and was like watching me eat the entire time. The fuck, bro? That's fucking harassment, bro. Stop. Leave me alone. But I noticed something. You know how like vegans like they don't drink out of like plastic and shit. They drink out of like cardboard boxes and like and aluminum cans and shit. Um that's what they do. Why did I say that so sexually? It sounded so sexy. They should be like drinking out of boxes and shit, you know. Um yeah, so she's drinking out of a fucking cardboard box or some shit. Um no, she leaves, but what I see is she left like her little fucking like refillable water container. This like blue like Nalgene thing. And she scurried off and I guess was gonna come back um to find out that I took her Nalgene and I threw it in the fucking garbage. I threw it in the recyclable trash. That's how fucking petty I am. You wanna come over and ask me, "Hey, dude, can you move your cheese?" I'm like, "No, you fucking idiot. As soon as you leave here, I'm gonna do something." And then you got so caught up in your vegan outrage that you left personal items behind. So you wanna know what I did? I took your refillable fucking water bottle and I threw it in the recycling bin. But don't worry, it's gonna get recycled and somebody else will get to use it. You dick. Okay? Story gets better. I'm sitting around because here's where my mind goes. Airport staff walks around and throws stuff away if they see it unattended. That's just what they do. If they see like unattended fucking food or this or whatever, they either report it or they throw it away. Just how it works. Um, so I throw this away. I make sure that I made it look like it was my own. I throw it away. Now I'm just on cloud nine. Like I'm like, this can't get any better. Like this is the greatest day of my life. This is fantastic. Um, it's the happiest I've ever been in years. So I'm doing that. I'd throw it away and I'm just fucking have the shit eating grin because I get to watch her come back and look for it now. Now she's in vegan distress. Now she's like, oh my God, my fucking, my Nalgene's missing. Where's my Nalgene? It has my daily goals on it. It has all of my goals. It has my meows, my Uncle Jams. All right, so her fucking vegan distress signal's going off. She's asking everybody, like, "Oh my god, like, have you seen my Nalgene? It was blue. There was an Nalgene here. So, is this that? Is this that?" And me just knowing, like, listen, that shit is at the bottom of a goddamn waste pile because you wanted to talk shit. You wanted to come over and start talking that vegan shit just because you could smell my cheese. And now you're gonna be dehydrated on the plane. Cause I ain't playing no fucking games, dog. I've been racially profiled at a goddamn airport. You're over here complaining about the smell of cheese. Motherfuckers got real problems out here, dog. My flight's delayed. You're smelling cheese. And you decided to be a big old fuckhead about it. And you made a scene over cheese. You made a big old scene over cheese. And guess what? Now your Nalgene's in the trash. But don't worry, it'll get recycled. So, that being said, I threw her water bottle away. I get on the flight. Everything's good. I think she's on my flight, but I didn't see her. Now, here's another thing that happened. So, here's what happens when you have a sold out plane, right? When a plane is sold out, they're like, "Hey, what's up? We could try to get as much stuff in the overhead bins as possible, but if you can't get it in, we have to check it." You know, like there's just no choice. So that's why I always buy something close to the front of the plane so I can be in one of those first groups and I'm not gonna have to worry about overhead storage space. So uh I get on the plane, I'm good. You know, fucking Sicky McJohnson comes over on the plane. She's fucking sick as shit, just coughing up all over the fucking place. I'm losing it. I'm like, great, here we go. Fucking like I'd rather be next to a fucking crying baby than some fucking sick old non-mask wearing motherfucker on a plane where you're supposed to wear a mask. These are just the rules, mandations. Uh, so I'm just chilling. Uh, and this one guy comes in with like his wife or something. As you guys know, I've already had enough of this shit. I've had enough of everyone's shit between TSA, between fucking vegan Wonder Woman, uh, fucking having to take a shit in the family fucking bathroom, which had like a leaky toilet too. I'm not even gonna get into that because it's so fucking disgusting. Um, so that's all going on. I'm really upset. I'm very sad. Very mad. Uh, a lot's going on. My flights are delayed. You know, a lot's going on. This is a lot to take in before now. Now I have to fly, which should be the easiest part. But I got Sticky McJohnson. So who knows how much I'm going to sleep. So this guy is in five, row 5, which on JetBlue is extra leg room, right? And this couple comes on, and while I was boarding the plane, they got the last 2 seats. They were on standby. So if you don't know what standby is, uh, it's like, hey, if nobody comes for the flight, you can have these seats. So they get the 2 seats. One of them is in like 18E. I can overhear it because I'm online getting ready to be bougie and get on the plane. So this dude, brother, this dude, is like sitting, I guess, 13 rows away from like his fiance. So when you sit extra leg room in JetBlue, you pay a little bit extra to get that seat, right? So the girl was sitting next to him. I don't know how she got a better seat than me. I was fucking furious. Any hooser. The guy sits next to this other guy's fiance, and she goes, "Oh my god, would it be okay um if you trade seats with my fiance?" This dude's in row 5 and he gives up his seat to let the girl's fiance who was sitting in the 18th row come up to the 5th row of the fucking plane. He let them do that. And it made me furious. It almost made me feel I wish that somebody would ask me for my extra leg space fucking row because you want to sit next to your fiance. Botch. You will see your fucking Mez in 3 hours. because there's no way I'm giving up this extra 6 inches. Are you fucking crazy? What is wrong with people when they do it? Now, I can understand if it's like, hey, you have a child or whatever, and you want to sit next to them on a plane. That I totally get. Like, listen, if it was a kid, like he was like, can I sit next to my mommy? I'd be like, yeah, dude, sit next to your fucking mom, dude. I'll switch. I'll go away. Don't worry about it. Sit next to your mom. Sit next to your mommy. Okay, bye. I would probably play with the kid a little bit and go fucking sit in the 20th row. That I don't care about. But when you're an adult, okay, who didn't purchase a motherfucking extra space seat, you're going to have the audacity to ask a man to get up and give your fiance his way better fucking seat so you guys could sit next to each other on a plane. Go fuck yourself, dog. I'd just be like, yo, I don't give a shit. I'm like, he could sit there. I'm sitting right here because you want to know something? When this fucking plane lands, I'm not waiting from the 18th fucking row to get off this plane. How dare you? That's how I would answer if they were like, "Hey, is it all right? Um, is this okay if my fiance sits next to me? It's also an aisle seat, but it's just 18." I'd be like, "Stop right there, you fucking idiot! How fucking dare you? How dare you ask me to switch seats? You freak! You guys were too irresponsible to buy seats, you blue basic bitches. You blue basic bitch. Fuck no. Why don't you go back there? Why don't you tell someone, hey, I'm sitting in row 5. I just want to sit next to my fiance. Do you mind moving all the way up to row 5 so I could sit here in row 18?" That's what you should have done instead of putting this poor man on the spot. And he gave up his seat like a cuck. No one will ever cuck me out of more space. I will be a fucking villain, dog. I will turn heel so fast on that goddamn plane to be like Hulk Hogan and Bash at the Beach, dude. I'll drop the leg on Macho, brother, and I won't even care about it, dude. I will drop the leg, brother. I will turn heel faster than Hogan at Bash at the Beach 96, dude. I used to care about strangers a lot. I don't care anymore. I used to love strangers. I used to love them. They were my muse. But now, fuck them kids. This is how I feel. If it's not a baby, you know what I mean? Or like a 12-year-old where like a dude sitting next to them on a plane could like do some weird shit, you know? That's perfectly fine. Uh like, I'll switch. If a mom's like, "Hey, can I sit with my son?" I'm gonna be like, "Yes. Sit with your goddamn son." That's dope. But motherfuckers want to sit with their fiance. Like, yo, you guys are gonna spend the rest of your lives together. You guys could use this 3 hours. Trust me. You know, let him go on his WhatsApp app and talk to talk to his other biatches. You know, nah, I care about kids, man. Kids is like one of the only things I do care about. I love kids. Pause. But what I say is, don't ask me a favor and then expect for me to say yes. I don't like people that ask favors and expect yes. Always expect no when you ask a favor. Don't ask people favors and expect yes, because you want to know why? When they say no, you get tight. You're like, really? I'm like, bitch, you just asked me a favor and I don't want to do it. Fuck you for even putting me in this position, brother. Don't do that. Okay. And then the big fight that actually happened was getting onto the plane. Someone from Group C tried to get on during Group A, and all fucking hell broke loose. There was like a baby in a carriage, and the mom was upset that people were cutting her, but she showed up late because at all airports are like, they're like, the babies with the baby carriage. If you got a baby carriage, you come and get on the plane. If you're in the army, you could get on the plane. If you like can't read, you could get on the plane now before everyone else. So I'm like, okay, you missed your sympathy boarding. You missed. You missed. Okay? The soldiers were on time. Okay? The decrepit old man was on time, and his wife on time. They were eating M&Ms and he was choking on them. I'll never forget it. The other people with children, babies, they were there. You're late. Now you have to wait. As soon as it shot on fire, the babies, and then everyone in the military can do whatever they want on a plane because you're the military. As soon as that's done, you got to get those people out of here. You got to wait with the rest of us scumbag normies. All right. So they call. Okay, that's now we're gonna board everybody in A. This woman is start fucking Diddy Kong racing with this fucking baby. All through the sides, jumpy up and downies, trying to get through. And people aren't letting her through because we know the system. You missed your turn. Now it's time for the letters. And I was in B. Okay? I'm letting the A's go. I'm saying, A, do your thing. Get out of here. Get on that plane. Keep it warm for me. Oh, A. This woman has a goddamn fucking conniption about this woman who won't let her in front with her baby. The woman says they just did a call for the babies and the armies and the oldies and the cherries. Okay. Y- You you don't have authority over me. Direct quote from the lady says, "You don't have authority over me." The woman with the baby says to the lady, she said, they already boarded all the people, the military army guys with the babies, and then the cherries got on too. That time is done. That time is over. Miracle. Their time is done. And I'm like, wow, this woman's like really going off on this fucking miracle speech. Like, this is like, I'm starting to get fucking hyped, dog. I'm ready to run through a goddamn wall for this goddamn woman. So immediately she goes, excuse me, with the baby. She goes, you're not going to let a baby get on the plane before you? And I respect this woman's gangster. She goes, "I already did, but I'm not letting yours on." Oh, fucking badass bitch. So I'm like, yo, this is fucking lit. And I'm still fucking a whole letter behind. I'm watching the A's fight. A's fighting. A's fighting for their fucking position. They already let everybody else on. You know what I'm saying? Eminem man eating in his wheelchair. He got on safe. Army guys, they got to get there safe because they got to go do stuff that's not safe. And those fucking babies are already on there. So listen what happens. They let her board with the A group. I let her go in front of me. She's got a baby. I said, you know what? Yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. They're walking down the motherfucking what is that tunnel? I know it has a name, but like we're walking down the tunnel to get on the plane or whatever. And they're arguing the entire time in the tunnel. I can't believe you wouldn't let me get on. I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. And the woman keeps saying, I already did, but you missed it. You missed it. You were late. You missed it. You had to wait. So I'm like, fuck, it's popping off again. They keep arguing. The woman with the baby carriage has to check the baby carriage under the plane. And now all hell breaks loose. The woman starts freaking out. She's like, I can't, I can't do that. It has to come with me on the plane. It has to come with me on the plane. Losing her fucking down. And the woman who didn't want to let her on the plane starts fucking heckling the shit out of this bitch. So it looks like you're not getting on the plane now. She's like, gonna have to put it under the nope, you gotta have to put it under the plane. Like and I was like, yo, I'm looking behind and I'm in the fucking mist in middle of all this arguing. And then there's another woman in the back who's trying to she's like, we're all getting on the same plane. Doesn't really matter what time we get on. And I was like, bitch, hold your tongue. Okay. I'm a bad bitch. I only sit in rows 1 through 5. Thank you. So I'm just like, whoa, this is fucking priceless. Like these people are fucking fighting like crazy people, arguing. Turns out they're sitting in the same row on the fucking plane. They're sitting in the same row. This woman, this other woman, and this baby. And when I tell you, this baby took no time to start getting it popping. This baby was like, oh, you gonna talk shit to my mommy? You gonna not let my mommy on the choo-choo plane? Oh, you gonna be mean to mommy moms? Watch this. Bitch. Bro, baby was probably like 7 months, 8 months, relatively new baby. It was like just out of like that baby mitten phase, you know? So this baby just starts fucking letting it loose. letting it loose. And this is all like happening like 3 rows, like in between me. I'm cool with kids crying on a plane because it's like, yo, they're fucking kids, dog. Like if it's a human, I'll get upset. And the woman is like, oh my God. Like now she's fucking freaking out. She was like, I need to talk to a flight attendant now. Now. And they're like, yo, they're like, yeah, what's up? And she's like, listen, I was arguing with this lady before about getting on the plane. We've already had an issue. I had no idea that she was sitting next to me and her baby is crying. So it's her, random dude, baby crying, and woman. So they're going all in on each other now. She's like, it's a baby. Like, what are you supposed to do? And then she goes, if I could, this flight was completely sold out. The last 2 things were the people that got to sit next to each other, the fiancés. They were the last 2 people on the fucking plane. So they're all doing that. And she's like, I need to get off. I need to sit somewhere else. So the flight attendant who just had enough, she's like, is anyone willing to fucking exchange seats? Crickets. Fucking crickets. Nobody wants to switch seats with this motherfucking loud ass, crazy ass, fucking wild Karen. Nobody wanted this to happen. Nobody wanted to switch. So guess what the woman did? In her fucking prideful glory, she just got off the plane. She refused. She refused to fly. She refused to fly. This woman went through all this pain and agony and this fight to do this, not just to fucking break under the pressure, and got off the plane. So I don't need this. I'll fly another day. I said, you're a fucking pussy. 1, you let that baby win. 2, you let that lady win. 3, shame on you. And 4, how dare you? No, vegan lady, I haven't seen. You know, if vegan lady sees this, I'll buy you a new Nalgene or whatever. But you're a fucking dick. I didn't see her get on the plane because I was kind of hiding. I accidentally threw her Nalgene out. You fucking dick. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. I am going to allow people from Discord to call in and ask me some questions. It's gonna be a little bit of trial and error. I'm gonna try and get this to work. But it should work if I do it right. So if you send me a message on our Discord, if you send it, are there any mods in here? I don't know if there's any mods. I'm trying to add community. Oh, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm adding a new channel in the Discord called Call-ins. Okay, Call-ins. Do I make it a private channel? I'm gonna make it a text channel. I'm not gonna make it a voice channel because everybody will be talking at the same time. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. It's a voice channel, and it's called Call-ins. So if you are on the LoPriore Discord, I think it's there. No, it's on community. So you can go there. I'm gonna invite someone. Let's see how this works. Also, a couple rules: no racism, no hateful. No, uh, no bad, no mean stuff. Um, how do I do this? Boom, 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 boom. I think if you go down to voice channels, you go down to voice channels on fucking. Let's see. Call-ins, y'all. So if you go to Discord, if you're already in the Discord, go to call-ins, y'all. And you guys can come and talk to me and ask me any questions that you want. Um, in the meantime, I just want everyone to know that I'm so grateful for everyone that has showed up tonight. Uh, um, if you want to join the Discord, you can go to patreon.com/LoPriore podcast. But yes, let's see if I can get someone in here who wants to talk. Let's go to general. Um, we're live on YouTube. If you want to chat and ask me anything, let me know, bitch. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Nobody say any bad words. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. See, I need somebody that's like a little more like tech savvy. Let's read the I'm from Hastings on Hudson, yes. Who tried to fight me? The fucking vegan fucking biatch. No, the app is called Discord. You guys don't know what Discord is? Okay. All right. The first call we're gonna do is someone named Xena. Um, remember, if it gets weird, I will hang up. Okay? If it gets weird, I will hang up. Also have to make sure everybody can hear it. Here we go. Calling Xena. The answer. Oh no, a lot of people uh a lot of people don't really know like how like this works. I think a lot of people are learning how it works, but you know, here, let's call one of my mods. I'll call one of my mods, see if they pick up, and then we can figure this out. But if not, you guys could type questions into the chat and I'll do my best to answer those as well. Um, just trying to have some fun out here. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. What song is that? Uh, okay. Let's see. Hopefully I can hear them. Favorite meme? You mean what's my favorite meme? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, dude. I was watching so much goddamn Mickey Mouse Playhouse with my niece. So much Mickey Mouse Playhouse. Oh, you know what else I saw too? I saw that movie about like a girl who turns into like a red panda. It's kind of weird. Oh, I don't know, I'm farting. It's like it's a Pixar movie, right? It's a Disney movie, but like they say the word perv in it, and like they talk about periods. Um, and it's about like this little like Asian girl that turns into like a red panda when she gets like mad. Uh, and uh, it was very weird to watch because I was like, oh, like this is gonna be like kind of like cute. No, it's first of all, if somebody somebody said that a reviewer got in trouble for saying the movie wasn't relatable. Oh, you can't relate to turning into a red panda, you fucking idiot. You could relate to fucking Star Wars or fucking Sex in the City. It's more relatable to you. You fucking idiot. Yeah, I hate movie reviewers. I hate how movie reviewers, how adults review children's films. Just put it on in the background while your kid fucking eats yogurt and shut your mouth. Gonna give me this big long fucking uh you know, this long diatribe about uh you know, a red panda. You don't relate to an Asian girl turning into a red panda. I don't think anybody does. Dumb idiot. It's physically impossible to turn into a red panda, you dumb idiot. You stupid jerk. Okay. All right. 1 second. Ba-da-da-da-da. I just don't understand why people do that to people. Like, dude, there's nobody more full of themselves than things that are completely like, like when you play sports, right? A team wins and a team loses, right? Then you could judge the performances because it's based on fact. People that review movies, it's based on nothing. You just go there and watch it and you go, I like that. Yeah, it was okay. Cinematography was good. I like the music. You got guys fucking you got fucking guys writing serious fucking things about a Asian girl turning into a red panda in a fucking cartoon. What are we doing here? Where are we at in society today that this is something we need to worry about? Fuck off, man. Let that fucking girl turn into that panda. Who gives a shit? Now, do I feel weird that it was like talking about periods while I was watching it with like my very young like nieces and nephews? A little bit. Maybe that's a teaching moment for parents. I don't know. If the Discord link isn't working on Patreon, if you go to my Instagram, it's in my bio. You know? Like it's a good teaching moment for children. Like it's not for me. I don't have kids, you know? I'm gonna feel awky. It's gonna make me feel awk daddy in that situation. It's gonna make me feel a little weird. But I'm not a parent. But maybe that's a nice teaching moment for fucking Red Panda. You know? I loved Soul. Soul was great. But you gotta understand something about Soul and all this shit now and fucking whatever the shit. Uh it's something where they like to throw in sad shit. They've been doing that since Bambi, dog. Bambi's mom got straight murked. Bambi's mom got fucking murked out, dog. Like, oh, what's good? Your mom's here? Dead. I'm gonna wet that bitch up. Ska ka ka ka. Pa pa pa. Uncle John. You know? The reason they have it catered to adults, all children's books and all children's movies are all catered to adults. It has nothing to do with kids. It's about you like being a better parent and shit. They always sneak shit in there for you to like be a better uh like person, you know? That's why I have the giving tree tattooed on me. Because when my mom read it to me, she cried when I was young. And I was like, "What the fuck? Why is my mom crying reading this fucking book about this dude sitting on a stump?" And I read it when I was in my 20s. And guess what it did? It made me cry like a bitch. And I'll always remember that about my mom in that situation. That she literally cried while reading me a children's book. Now, Shel Silverstein's a fucking whack job, but I just think, a lot of this stuff is catered toward adulties. Um, let's see. I'm trying to see if I can get at least somebody on the goddamn show. I would love to. I would love to get somebody on the show. If you go to community and you go to call-ins, edit. How do I get one of you motherfuckers on here? Oh, I wanted to do something else. 'Cause I would love to talk to you. I would love to talk to a couple of you girly daddies. But let's see who's online. I'll see who's online. If you tell me what your Discord name is, I guess here, I could find you. Where the Wild Things Are was a great movie because that book was one of my favorites growing up. And I just love James Gandolfini, and it's really sad, like, when they're in the water. Like, again, that fucking movie made me cry too, dog. What's your best advice for making music? Try to make as much as possible. That's something that I have a problem with. I should be making more music all the time, but it's something that I feel that if you love to do it, you'll do it. You'll find a way to get it done. Um, Try to just make music every day. And then whatever you don't know, bro, YouTube University is where it's at. YouTube University is where it is at. I'm also you guys can ask me questions in the chat, and I will go ahead and answer it while I take this COVID test. Squint, squinting, squint, squinting. The fuck is this? This looks like a difficult one. I hate difficult COVID tests. Like, what does that say? Mahasia Profits? Oh, materials provided. When I go global, I'm gonna put you on, Danny boy. Don't worry. Hey man, put me on. Can you recommend good free music software that's non-Apple? Audacity is not bad. I've used Audacity a couple of times. It just really turns into, my thing right now is I'm just trying to learn how to mix records and like record the best sounding record like as possible as pos. But it's hard, like it's not easy. It's something like I've realized that I'm gonna have to put a lot more time into in terms of like actual like really good production. Because I've always been a fan of people that could do everything on their own. I think there's nothing cooler. There's two things that I know that I love and I think that are so cool are people that can skateboard and then people that can fucking oh, I can mix a record. I'm like, dude, that is so fucking cool. And then they just like fiddle around with these little knobs. And then they're like, hey man. But all of that's not an accident, All of that stuff is like super, super like dedicated fucking savagery that people really dedicate their lives to. Production takes forever, man. It really does. Um, all right, so let's see the things on this COVID test. So it says open the foil pouch, which is this, in one nozzle cap on the table. I don't know if I trust that. I don't know if I trust like that. Open the seal on the tube carefully without spilling the liquid inside the tube. I snowboard. Have I ever snowboarded? I have snowboarded, and it was one of the worst concussions I ever got in my life. I don't think snowboarding for me is something that I will enjoy ever doing again because I just think it's too dangerous at the age that I'm at now. Um, so it becomes a little bit like weirder. Um, Sadie Shope says, "Has Selena started wedding planning yet?" We've done some wedding planning. We haven't locked anything in yet. Um, but her sister just got married, so we wanted to like get over that hump, let them get married, let them have their moment without like other like chatter going on. And for them to get married and like, do their thing and so now it's like our turn to like I guess start planning. Um, Faithy G, do you and Michael rehearse your intro songs or is it straight freestyling? Most of the verses are freestyled. I would say 99% of them are. But sometimes what we do is we'll have the chorus in mind. Like I'll think of the chorus on my way there, and then we'll just build off the hook. So like if anything's written at that point, it's usually just the chorus. Uh, we'll do like a reference sometimes, like just like how we want to flow on the shit. So be like, "Oh, no, too. Oh, so, yeah, and then like we'll rap based on the flow. We'll find our flow, we'll find our hook, and then we'll go in. So like that's like the most like it'll be written. Good question. Uh Pat Romero, first time breaking a bone, if ever. I broke my big toe on a diving board. That was the only bone that I've ever broke in my life, knock on wood. But it was by far one of the most painful experiences of my entire life. When I tell you that breaking a toe is one of the worst bones that you could break on your body, you wouldn't think so. It is horrendous how painful it is. It is so, so painful. It's so fucking painful. Now I gotta stick this up my nose. Let's go, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do 6. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hmm. As you guys know, if you guys are listening, I am doing a COVID test right now. So I have to go put this chippy choppy. Now I gotta put it in here. Don't let any of the liquid out. Don't let any of the liquid out. So you gotta like spin it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then spin it, and then they say bring it up and squeeze it. So I have to bring it up here, but also squeeze the liquid back out. So it like sits. Anyone here better at making music than writing it? Uh, I think I'm a better writer than I am making music, but like I don't write music, which is like kind of weird. Like I feel like I could make a slap daddy. Like I have made slap daddies. I've made certified bangers. And also like certified bangers like that are on Spotify and shit. You know what I mean? With like 100 million plays. So like, I'm a G. I'm a G for sure. Um Oh, I have to spin this 10 times. And spin it enough. If you could pick two athletes to get in a boxing match, who would you want to see? Probably like Derrick Henry, and Aaron Donald. I want to see those two guys fight each other. I think Aaron Donald wins. I think he beats up Derrick Henry. But I think for sure it would be a great fight, but I would love to watch those guys fight each other to the death. That would be like they're two of the manliest men on the planet. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't get like much manlier than like fucking huge Derrick Henry and fucking Aaron Donald. Those fucking guys are fucking serious. All right, so now I have to now I have to put this little thing in here, and now I have to do a little droppy drop in here. 4 drops. Boop boop. Oh, that was 2 fast ones. Oh, hey, Dad. That's 4. Now we're just gonna wait and see. See if these motherfuckers got me at this wedding. Let's answer more questions. What is my favorite color and how does it correspond to your life? So growing up, I was always like, my favorite color is blue because I was a boy and fucking stupid. Um, but as I got older, I got introduced to the color seafoam green. And I had like a love-hate relationship with that color for a while, you know what I mean? Uh, it was like, do I really love this color or do I just like it right now? And it has grown to be my favorite color is seafoam green. Uh, that's a good question. Sebastian Hoffer, TMNT versus Power Rangers. Who's better and who would win in a fight? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would win in a fight because they are also teenagers. Power Rangers are also teenagers, so Power Rangers have to understand that. Uh, Power Rangers are also teenagers. The only edge I would give to the Power Rangers is that they could form that fucking stupid ass fucking toy. But like they would get all fucked up by that. Remember that they'd be like, Rangers! Like that woman would fuck all of them up. Like, like they would lose to that bitch. Like. So like I'm gonna take Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. One, they're from New York, they're from the hood and shit. They're from the sewer. Like I'm fucking with them. Like the Power Rangers are all like overprivileged kids. So TMNT. Nah, Megazord's cool or whatever, but like he ain't like the baddest bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really fuck with that bitch like that. You know what I mean? I fuck with that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle van though. That van is mad slappy. What was a better spinoff? What was better, Buffy the Vampire Slayer or the spinoff Angel? I mean, I'm a dude, so Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like Angel, it's like, well, I'm just gonna watch this dude run around and like be emo as fuck. Fuck that. I ain't fuck with that shit. Buffy the Vampire Slayer for sure. I'm trying to get back to some of these questions. I don't know where I read this, but is that this is DJ Guppy. DJ Guppy says, I don't know where I read or heard this, but I heard that you break a toe, it doesn't heal properly. I don't think mine did because like I didn't go to the doctor after I was diagnosed with it. I like never went back. So I was just like, hey guys, listen, I don't know anything about it. Uh, but all I know is that breaking a toe is one of the worst possible injuries I think I've could have ever had. Josiah Ortiz, when are we getting you, Michael, Joe, and Keith playing Mario Party? As soon as Joe finds his fucking Nintendo Switch, we're gonna get down and I'm gonna fucking smoke all of them. I don't know if you guys watched the Basement Yard, but Joe talked about how good I am at fucking Mario Party because he fucking knows the vibes. I am not to be fucked with when it comes to Mario Party. Carney 77, do you ever play golf? I played a lot of golf at one point, and by played a lot of golf, I was hitting a lot. Not playing. I was hitting a lot. All right, hopefully I don't end up with COVID. Um I was hitting a lot. I actually want to get back into it as soon as like the springtime comes back. Like I'm gonna dust the bag off. I'm gonna try and hit once a week and just go out there and start hitting. But I've always loved golf. Golf was one of the first things that I would watch on TV with my dad. Because like games were played at night, and I was a kid. I would have to go to sleep. So like, but golf was played during the morning on like Saturdays and Sundays, especially like the Masters and stuff. So I was able to watch that stuff growing up with my dad. The Big Mo Network. I know you're busy, but when are you getting back on back streaming on Twitch, bro? I'm actually gonna start tonight after this, at around 10:30, because I'm starting my wedding fund. Uh, and I'm just gonna be streaming and raising money for my wedding on my Twitch. So you can go to twitch.tv/DanielLoPriore69. Uh, and yeah, so just gonna be getting after it. But you know what I'm gonna do right now is while I have people here, I'm gonna go on patreon.com and I'm gonna pick someone to send a $25 Amazon gift card because I like them and I like these people and they're my friends. I care about them. So that's what I want to do. All right. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see. And you know what I'm going to do it to? I'm going to give out two. I'm going to give out two $25 Amazon gift cards. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my eyes. I have all of them opened up right now. All the patrons are here. And I'm just going to fucking finger my little fucking mouse like a dirty little whore that I am. And I'm going to select someone, and whoever it is on, I'm going to email them a $25 Amazon gift card. Here we go. One more. first winner of the $25 Amazon gift card, couldn't go to a better person, is Linda from accounting. Linda from accounting, you have won a $25 Amazon gift card. You goddamn mensch. So since that landed on the $50 to $25 tier, we're only going to the $10 tier and $5 tier to see who can win the $25 Amazon gift card. Let's see. I'm just fucking oozing around. Fucking oozing and cruising. And the winter. Did I just fucking say winter? And the winner of a $25 Amazon gift card, one of our Lop Nation gang leaders, Robert Espo. Robert Espo and Linda from accounting, congratulations on wintering the $25 Amazon gift card. Congratulations. Is that Mario? That's Mario, right? Can you guys hear that? Yeah. God damn, that shit slaps. You want to know what fucking song slaps? The Donkey Kong NES theme. That shit is. Oh. This shit slaps so fucking hard. Like what? Drop the fucking bass? Uncut Jams. Uncut Jams. I'm his yes. Uncut Jams. Uncut Jams. Uncut Jams. Uncut Jams. Muse. Jams. Uncut Jams. Oh, Uncut Jams. Bro, whoever is making this is fucking blacking out. Whoever was making these fucking 8-bit shits. Oh, the GoldenEye waiting theme. Oh. God damn. God damn. Hey, yo. Yeah. Bitch, I got some odd jobs. 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 Put up to your crib with a golden gun. Put up to your crib with some golden ones. Oh, you got a golden one too, huh? I'ma have to pull up with that golden one. Bitch, I got that moon wrecker. Laser gun to blow you off the shit, bitch. 007 on that asshole. Hunting down 006. Bitch, I'm so real on this shit. You ain't fucking touch me, bitch. Yeah, you know I'm about to spit. Real fucking shit. I don't give a fuck. See, I put up to your party dripped out in the ducks. Boris gave me a watch that could shoot through a wall. And that's the Martin that could do that shit for y'all. I just want y'all to fucking know how I ball. You can catch me shooting motherfuckers down the hall. Yeah. Shooting motherfuckers down the hall. Bitch. Yeah. You ain't won nothing, you ain't stomping. Bitch, I'm a beast. Bullets gonna pierce like Bronson. Yeah. Yeah. So many bomb bitches on my dick. Halle Berry just hit me like I'm October 5th. She was like, hey, yo, can I suck on your dick? I was like, nah, you could try. Hit me up tomorrow, but tomorrow never dies. Everybody knows every night that I cry. Wishing that but let me just chill in the bands. Aston Martin, I'm on some real shit. Bitches sucking my balls. Got my first piece of ass in Skyfall. Yeah. Javier Bardem, yeah, you fucking ate a cyanide pill and his whole fucking face melted. 007, bitch. Yeah. Live to see another day, nah. Let me get some octopussy. 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 Yeah, whoever made that shit is slap daddy fantastic. How did I get so good at freestyling? Just rapping a lot. Rapping a lot, listening to a lot of rap music, just living life to the fullest, dog. Um, from Mousy to Mouthy. I was worried because I didn't see your podcast this morning. Awesome to see you. Life would suck without the podcast. Well, it's here. We're gonna get ready to wrap it up. You guys know how I wrap it up here. Listen, Michael was sick. He could not perform. He did not feel well. So I said, hey, listen, we'll call an audible. It's your birthday. We'll give you the night off. I'll come in, do my thing. But the first thing is, before we go, everybody knows that I'm a big wrestling mark. Big wrestling fan. We lost a great one. The legendary Razor Ramon. Scott Hall. My first memory of Scott Hall ever was his feud with Shawn Michaels. But the first thing I ever saw of Razor Ramon is I saw Razor Ramon on like Maury, and he gave like a kid the Intercontinental Championship, and I was so jealous of that kid that Razor Ramon just came out and gave him a fucking authentic Intercontinental title belt. He had his problems, but just like all of us, we all have our problems, Chico. All right, so I'm going to read the Lop Nation CEOs and CFOs. Patreon exclusive episode coming Friday. It's our first. So you guys will have Patreon exclusive episodes every week. So you get 2 weeks of 2 episodes a week. You get the standard episode. And you get a bonus episode that you can only get on Patreon. I love doing this today. I had a lot of fun. It's another like 2.5 hour show, which is great. But rest in peace to the bad guy. Let's get into these Lop Nation CEOs and CFOs. Allison Meta, David Simpson, Ivan C. Feliciano, Joseph Arsenault, Josh Kakashi 6'9", Marvel Malang, Moises Claudio, Big Mo, Nicole Derelou, Nicholas Nielsen, Ryan Blake, The Real Pachu, Puerto Rican Pikachu, Tim, Turbo Chubs, Alessandra, Ashley Sparacito, Bessie, Carmen Julia Louis Fisher Jackson Dreyfus III, Chantrell Mayer, cool name, Colin the Step Trungus, weird name, Corbin, damn that's dub, Darko Stesovic. That guy sounds like he plays like power forward in Croatia. Diggs, Franco Cephalou, Franco Cephalou. I love you, Pedro. It's me, Nikki, Jeremy Overton, John Kaminskis, Linda from Accounting, Matthew Deboer, Mike Catastrophe, Neely Thomas, PATN, Paolo Xavier, Peter Wildcat, Phyllis Wayne, Ricardo Reyes, still fat though, Trevor Joyner, Tristan Barker, Tristan Nelson. Who else is here? Tristan Nelson, Vanessa Pineda, and Will Whiting. Let me tell you something, Chico. Thank you to all the patrons. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not doing it yet. Make sure to hit that like button if you're not doing it yet. Hit all them buttons, Doug. Also, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, at LoPriore. I'll be on Twitch in about an hour, just hanging out, doing some music stuff. Also, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for everything. And remember, bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Rest in peace to the bad guy, Chico. Reza Ramon. Peace out. Love you guys. Thanks for coming through. Everybody go wish Michael happy birthday, too. It's his birthday. He doesn't feel good. Birthday, birthday, birthday. Chico.